block me, you unblock me, you block me, you unblock. What are you gonna do?
I know we're gonna do it today.
Why you keep leaving me when every time you leave you keep coming right back? Toxic. You toxic. Hey, why you keep leaving me when every time you leave you keep coming right back? You toxic. Why you keep accusing me of cheating when you know that you be cheating right back? You toxic. 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 You toxic. All we do is break up and make up. I said all we do is break up and make up. Soon as I fuck, she gon' be right back. I said as soon as we met, we like go best friend. Go best friend. Soon as I fuck, she gon' be right back. I said as soon as we know, we like go best friend. That's my best friend. But if you wanna leave, you can go right back. You wanna leave, you can go. If you wanna leave, you can go right back. Hey, why you keep leaving me when every time you leave, you keep coming right back? You toxic. Why you keep accusing me of cheating when you know that you be cheating right back? You toxic. 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 You toxic. Toxic. You block me. You unblock me. You block me. You unblock. What are you gonna do? Why you keep leaving me when every time you leave you keep coming right back? Toxic. You toxic. Yo, welcome back to the Queen of Hearts podcast. It's your host with the most controversy, Star Cavalli, aka Big Volley, aka Cavalli. And I got my co-host,
Kill Shot again.
And I got the king on the line. Introduce yourself, player.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Oh yeah, my name is Pretty Ricky. Internationally known.
The real Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, internationally known as Twin.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm just here to support my daughter in her program. What is it that I could do for you today?
Well, I wanted to get a big old pimp on the line if I could just be honest with you, Dad.
You already got him.
Absolutely. So look, Dad, like a lot of people don't really understand me or my aura or where it comes from. So I just want them to hear from the originator, because once upon a time I was a little girl and you and my mama, or Slim, what you call her, Slim? What you call my mama, Slim?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, once upon a time, you and Slim used to get in little arguments, and you would pack me up in my car seat and say, "Hey, baby, we going pimping."
Yeah, I remember those days.
So back in your day, because I've been trying to explain to these young guys, because the young guys got the game twisted. They think the game is about, flexing or strong arming a female and stuff like that, and it's not really about that. Like, I come from your era where gentlemen, like, y'all loved women. These new guys, they have like a hatred for women that gets in the way of what they trying to do. Like, you cannot lead a woman to greatness if you're beating her up and doing all that weird shit.
I think a lot of that comes from their home training, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are angry at their parents because I don't be the crack babies, you know what I'm saying? And they watch their moms grow up, smoking in front of them and all kinds of crazy shit, and they angry.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And then some of them were born addicted to that crack. So
that's a fact.
You got to deal with those kind of issues, you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely. Well, on the Queen of Hearts podcast, healing is gangsta is my theme. So it's a proper conversation, because once upon a time I was a teenager and I was upset with you once until I got out here in the field myself And I went through the struggles of being a young black masculine leader myself, and now I kind of understand the things that you were going through. So we're past that. But to all these young guys, you know, you only got two parents. Get right with your parents is absolutely necessary.
Well, and then that's you know, scripture too. You know what I'm saying? You know, honor your parents and your days will be long. You know, so hey, that's how I grew up. You know?
So like I got Chloe Killshot next to me. This pretty much wifey, because you know I've made my exit in the game pretty much, but this is my you know, she walked up.
You made your exit in the game?
Yeah, I made my exit in the game. I'm growing up. You know, I've reached that point where I think you reached with my mom, and I got my little Slim. That's the one you be seeing all the time.
Actually, when I made my exit, I was holding your sister one day, and it was what they call divine intervention.
Mm-hmm.
And God said to me, what you gonna do when it happened to one of yours?
Ooh.
And that day, that particular day, I had 3 pieces of game in me, and you know, everybody, like, I'm an honest pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, I had a square girl on the side, my wife. You know what I'm saying?
My mother.
Yeah, and she thought I was out in the streets selling material, but you know, I was out there with, you know, and when God came to me that day and he said, what you gonna do when it happened to one of yours? I went and told him, I was like, listen, I'm not gonna have no women selling their body for me no more. You can write checks, you can rob banks, you can boost, do whatever you want, but as far as selling your body, I won't be a part of that any longer. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I became Cavalli. And I get a lot of slack in the game because when I first came in the game, like I said, I was very angry about a lot of shit. My dad was in prison. You know, you did long bids, so it was just a lot of shit that I didn't understand as a kid, and it made me extremely aggressive. So when I first came in the game, I was on my guerrilla warfare. But as I got further in the game and I started getting into a position where we didn't really have to be in the streets, we could take our knowledge and put it in other places and in legitimate places, I started building a different type of relationship with these women. And you do fall in love with these women, especially if they good to you. If a female holding you down, you gotta love that woman, bro.
Yeah, and then sometimes you gotta understand, you know, sometimes it's like, are you in love with her or are you in love with the things she does for you?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so that, you know, that's an avenue that's, you know, sometimes it's hard to cross. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Chloe Killshot, I love you.
I love you.
Yeah.
And I love what you do. But even when you don't do shit, I still love you.
And, you know, like I said, and then, you know, like for me now, you know, I have a broader range of game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know,
we trying to get a filet mignon and they just want a Happy Meal.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like steaks and good breaks. That's what I like. You know?
And we like to dress nice. This is where I get my fine threads from watching my dad get dressed.
You know, I like people to dig my style with a smile. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Yeah, that's what I do. You know.
All right, so I'm gonna go a little deep because we chopping game and we giving some game to the youngest. What would you say your most successful line to get you a piece of game would be? Like, what's your favorite line? I got a favorite line. My favorite line is "you kinda cute," and it works because they be like kinda, and now we got something to talk about. So, what is your go-to line?
You know, I try to introduce myself, you know, just as an introduction, you know, what's your name? And she responds, and then she asks me my name, and, you know, my street name is Chance. You know what I'm saying? I give
Chance. I knew that.
You know?
I knew that name was ringing a bell to me. I got a homie named Chance, and I've been doing a lot of business with him. But every time I hear his name, I just kept thinking, yo, I keep hearing this name Chance. But this Chance that I'm rocking with, this ain't the first time I heard Chance, bro.
Yeah, that was your dad.
So basically, all these niggas done ran with your game and ran off because you are the original Pretty Ricky and you are the original Chance.
Exactly. You know.
I love you, Dad. I really do.
You know, but that's how, that's what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I said, I had to do it. I did it for bread and meat. If I didn't win, I didn't eat. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's how I did it.
I'm doing this podcast today because I gotta show these people that this is not something that you can learn from a book. This is not something you can watch on YouTube. You can't learn this in the movies. It's in you. It's not on you. Like, sometimes my shorty be like, yo, like, how you so smooth? And I don't really have the answer. All I can tell you is, shit, I act like my dad.
Yeah, because, actually, because it comes from, pimps is born. They ain't made. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It is just born to do things. And my granddad was a hustler, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was a ladies' man. So, I guess the genes passed down. And, and I wasn't a vain dude, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just like your mama said, if you got it, flaunt it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of days I didn't have to say a whole lot. All I had to do is just
get dressed, get dressed.
Yeah,
we a little easy on the eyes.
But these young dudes here today now, I don't know where who's teaching them or who's training them, but they need to go back to class.
Absolutely, because it's just it ain't no. There's no class, like, I respect you doing what you do, but treat these women with class, treat yourself with some respect, pull your goddamn pants up.
When it comes to the women, it's like, okay, how you want somebody to treat your mama like that?
Right.
You want somebody to treat your sister like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You treat people the way you want to be treated, and if you want to be treated good, you got to do good. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Like, I tell people all the time, I've done some bad things in my life, but as of lately, like the last, I would say maybe 1 to 2 years, I've been working on my good karma, because the shit that I'm going through right now is the results of choices that I made years ago. So I know that in a couple years, yeah.
I've always told you, anything that you do that you got to be ashamed of,
don't do it. Facts.
Don't do it.
You told me that when I was like 4 or 5. Yep. If you got to be ashamed of it, don't do it. And if you're going to do it, then wear that shit on your shoulder.
And whatever you try to do, I always say just try to be the best in your class. That's, that's what I do,
So now, just from because I want to keep it all the way gangster, because not a lot of people get to have conversations like these with real people who are really in it. So, without incriminating yourself or anyone else, only based off the things that are no longer in the statute of limitations. Bro, how many banks you got away with, bro?
Oh, shit. Actually, 5.
You got away with 5. How many did you get caught for?
3.
3. Okay, so would you say that... if you could do it all over again, would you change anything?
Yeah. I let the bitch go in the bank.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I love you, Dad. Hey, look, we gonna keep it moving on that note. Y'all, it was good chopping game with y'all. It's the Queen of Hearts podcast. We got the original Pretty Ricky, aka Chance, aka my motherfucking dad. And hey, listen, I got some young hot tenders that might not like my flow, but that they might like guys, they might like older guys. Spit a little game for these ladies before we close this out. Just say something for the ladies one time.
Well, I just try to, no matter what you go through in life, just try to stand tall through it all. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Keep your 10 toes on the ground and stay down for your motherfucking crown.
Shit. I stay 10 toes down, not up.
Hello. Well, Dad, you always been in my corner. I'm still staying down. I got 10 toes on the ground. Really 20, but
it gets greater later.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cause we all learn from our mistakes. I learned a lot from you. I learned a lot from my brothers, and so
And I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying?
right. You got to be a humble student. They say when